couple of years ago, I went to Inc. 5000 conference in Maryland to accept an award on behalf of my company, Netcom Learning, that's provide technology and business training solution to corporate client. And during the event, one of the journalists came and asked me, Russell, how did you grow your company? It was a very difficult question to answer for me. I gave her an answer, and the more I think about it, I realized that I wasn't able to give the answer with clarity, with convictions. I had a lot of fog in my head. So since that interview, I've been thinking, how did I grow the company? One of the things I want to point out to you that I love reading business books. Over the years, and I brag about it, I read over 1,400 business books. I know some of you will think that this guy is stupid. Why would he read so many business books? I have started to interview a lot of CEOs, authors, decision makers. I spent hours interviewing them. And I'm asking everybody exactly the same question. And one of the questions, how did you grow your business? How did you make your business successful? So by talking to mentors, by looking at my business failures, by looking into other people, what I found out that all of them are applying 7 key success principles. I'm sure there's more than 7, but all of them are applying exactly the same principles. Are you guys curious? Do you want to find out? I can hear you. I'm going to leave now. Yes? All right. So if you're interested, one of the things I found out, the basics, that if you want to grow your company, if you want to make it successful, you need to have strong leadership team. The company that you have run, if you have the same leadership them today that you had 5 years ago, you're not going to grow the company. So you have to constantly think about how do we modify our leadership team, how do we modify our management team. At the end, it's all about people. How do you get right people in your team? Second thing, about to grow a business, you need to have access to capital. If you don't have access to capital, you're going to go out of business. That's one of the things I want to thank Oscar Group. They actually assisted me when I was trying to grow the business to connected me with the right people so I can create a growth fund, I can raise capital from outside. And on the same time, we have to also look into how can we make our company profitable so that we can use the profit back to grow the company. Third thing I found out that if you want to grow the company, you need to have a crystal clear understanding of market segmentation. You cannot sell your product and service to every single person. If you want to target all wealthy Asian Americans and you want to sell some product and service, this is the segment you want to target. You want to talk to Savio if you want to target this segment. So if you want to make your company successful, if you want to grow your company, you got to have crystal clear market segmentation plan. One thing about marketing, I know that one of my book mentor, Peter Drucker, I'm sure you know about him, he mentioned that business has only 2 functions. It's marketing and innovation. So you got to know that what market you are targeting and come up with a customized marketing plan to target that segment. Number 4, every business needs to think about constantly modifying their business plan. If you are in love with your business plan, you're not going to be able to grow your company. And how you develop the business plan is you ask 2 questions. Where to compete and how to compete. I remember when we started Netcom Learning, initially we were a technology training company. Over a time period, we modified our business model and made it a technology and business company. Now we position the company to become a learning organization. Therefore, our business went through a complete business model transition period. So that's one of the things that you want to apply. In order to make a business successful, you also need to focus. What I mean by that, I'm sure a lot of you read Good to Great book where Jim Collins says that if you really want to have a deep understanding about who you are, what business you are in, you need to ask 3 questions. What you are best at, what you are passionate about, and what drives your economic engine. Once you have crystal clear understanding of what business you are in, what you are passionate about, you need to have narrow focus and trying to do what you are best at. Most companies fail not because of the lack of opportunity. I believe most company fails because of unable to say no to opportunities. Number 6, I want to share a quote written by Jack Welch. I have taken classes with him. I read a lot of books about him. And one thing Jack Welch said, organization's ability to learn, translate that learning into action is its biggest competitive advantage. So if you're running your business, you want to grow the business, you want to make sure that your employees are constantly learning, you're developing them, you're building a culture where everybody is consistently learning, and it starts with the CEOs, it starts with the decision makers, it starts with the leaders. You all need to become a lifelong learner. So learning is one of the ways you can differentiate your organization and one of the ways you can grow the organization. And most importantly, in order to succeed, in order to grow a company, you need to understand the big picture, why our business exists in the first place. I want to tell you the Netcom purpose, the company that I'm running, is to promote the values of lifelong learning. It's in our DNA. We are not talking about it because of marketing purpose. We really believe on it. Our sales is a purpose-driven sales. Our marketing is purpose-driven marketing. So therefore, if you have clear understanding why you exist in the first place, you can apply that to grow your company. So I want to summarize, in order to make any business successful, if you want to make the business, grow the business, you got to have the right management team. You have to make sure you have access to capital. You cannot fall in love with your business model. You need to constantly modify your business model. You need to have clear market segmentation plan and come up with the target and marketing campaign to gain ground within that market. You need to focus, know what you are best at, what you are passionate about, what drives your economic engine, and build an organization, learning organization, develop a learning culture, become a lifelong learner, and most importantly, know your purpose, why your business exists in the first place. Once you know what your purpose is, you can come up with your own type of plan. Thank you.